What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So I've been doing YouTube for about 3 years now as a gun tuber, and we're just past the 19,000 subscribers marks. We just passed that last week, the 19,000 subscribers marks. I'm very proud about that. I'm very proud about that. When I first started the channel, I didn't think it would do anything. I remember being stuck at 7 to 12 people for months. I mean, for months, 7 to 12 subscribers. Then out of nowhere, one of my videos gets pushed, and then all of a sudden my videos just start expanding. And then before you know, I get more subscribers and more subscribers. And then it just, out of nowhere, it just kind of took off. So here we are 3 years later at over 19,000 subscribers. So once again, thanks to all the subscribers out there. You guys are great. I really want to thank my patrons out there because you guys keep this channel going. You guys give me the motivation to keep this going. I have a full-time job. I'm also a dad. So doing these videos is kind of tough to, get the motivation to always do it. But the patrons out there and the good supporters and stuff like that, you guys are the ones that keep me coming. But the video I want to do today is something I haven't done in a long time. I haven't done one of these, I guess you call them a call out video, in a long time. And I used to do them a lot more when I was earlier in the channel. But basically what I want to talk about today, this is for new gun tubers, people that are looking to create a gun channel or a gun tube channel. All right. So, and I'm going to talk about the 6 type of trolls that you're going to come across. One of the things that I pride myself in as a creator is comments. I respond to comments. One of the big things to keep algorithms going in YouTube and stuff like that, you got to constantly respond to the comments. And when you respond to the comments, you get more responses back, and then your stuff gets pushed more. All those thumbs ups that you get, the subscriptions you get, and the comments pushes the video a little bit farther. So for me, one, it helps with my, it helps push my videos farther doing the comments. And two, I like actually answering the comments. It actually helps me create more content for later videos, and it actually can help answer other people's questions. But this video, like I said, this is about the 6 type of trolls that you'll come across as a gun tuber. So all the new gun tubers out there, people getting involved in the, who want to start a gun channel. So these are the 6 type of people that you're going to come across. So we'll just start with the very first one. And this is the gamers. All right, the gamers, the expert gamers. All right. So when you do gun videos and you talk about firearm safety, you talk about training, or you talk about specific guns, or do a review on a specific gun, you have these people that come through and they're asking in the comment sections. You read some of their comments, you're like, what? And they'll call specific guns like not by the standard name, like say it's a Glock 17. All right, say it's a Glock 17. They'll call it the Glock 9. All right, they'll call it the Glock 9. They always call it the magazine a clip. No big deal. They always call it a magazine clip. There's a lot of people that do it. And they're always asking about how many bullets it holds and all this other stuff. And that's not a problem. But the problem is when these gaming experts start talking about that, oh, you're loading this wrong, or you're doing this the wrong way, or you're supposed to lock the slide of the rear. I thought you're supposed to lock the slide of the rear the other way. And then when you look into them and you ask them about their actual, where they get their information from when it comes to actual handling, some manipulations of a gun, they don't give you a solid answer. And then they talk to you like they're an actual firearms expert. And they're like, oh, you're doing this wrong, the tactic's wrong, you're shooting wrong, oh, that's a horrible trigger control and stuff like that. And you're kind of looking at them, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Like what they're saying, it just doesn't make sense. And then you go to their profile picture, and you go to their YouTube channel and you find out that they are a gaming channel. That all they do is they sit there and they play video games all the time. And all their video games they play are like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty, that type of thing. So you look at that stuff, the stuff they're telling you, their expertise when it comes to firearms, doesn't make any sense whatsoever on a tactical or a marksmanship level. And their channel is specifically for, about basically video games. So I call them the gaming experts. So these guys are trolls that come there to talk crap to you on their channel. They're saying that they're the experts, but in truth, the only thing that they're experts at are actually playing video games, right? Now, the second type of troll that I want to talk about is the angry old timer. All right, the angry old timer. Now, this comes in different forms. There's different types of angry old timers, but basically what it is, someone that is very stuck in their ways, they're very stubborn, very stuck in their old ways. When you teach about a modern day thumbs forward grip and stuff like that, they call you out and say that's the worst arm grip that you ever had because you're supposed to be doing the Weaver stance and stuff like that, which I teach both. I teach the standard isosceles stance. I teach the Weaver stance because some students, they shoot better in the Weaver stance, or physically they can't use the isosceles stance, so they have to switch over to Weaver stance. So I teach both stance because both stances work. But these angry old timers come out there and tell you you're an idiot for using the thumbs forward grip. You're an idiot for using a Tupperware gun. You're an idiot for using any other type of gun. Why are you carrying that? And then another big thing that they are is they're big into safety, but like to an extended level. Now, safety is important. There's universal safety rules you have to follow every single time. but they are so crazy about safety. They think dry fire practice is unsafe. Dry fire practice is unsafe. You shouldn't be doing that whatsoever, and your gun shouldn't be doing that whatsoever. It should be locked up. It shouldn't be doing anything like that. You shouldn't be pointing it in that direction and pulling the trigger, because that's an unsafe practice, right? So these are the guys that they've had a specific gun for a very long time. They've relied on that gun for a long time. Or they're collectors and they'll only like one type of gun. They rarely take it out and shoot it, and if they do, they aren't the, they might not be the best marksman. They might be all right, but for the most part, they might not be the best marksman. And they definitely don't dry fire practice and actually learn the basics and fundamentals in their home. So one thing to keep in mind with this, guys, is for every 1,000 dry fire practice rounds that you shoot, your next 100 actual live fire rounds will be a heck of a lot better. So just keep that in mind out there. Now we're going to talk about the third type of troll, and this by far is the worst, okay? These are the political ragers, literally political ragers. They leave some of the nastiest comments you have. It's nothing gun related whatsoever, nothing whatsoever. I've been threatened by the people. I've been given death threats, some of the nastiest death threats I've ever had, specifically because I'm a gun guy, and I've talked a little bit about conservatism, and I'm a Christian. I believe in Christianity. All right. And these people will go off on you, and they are some of the meanest things you will ever see in a comment. And they're just some nasty, nasty, mean stuff to the point where you just want to stop your channel. And it's just like, wow, how dare you threaten my family? How dare you threaten me and my family? They are the worst by far the race. So you got to watch out for these political ragers. So one thing that I do when it comes to YouTube, because I know there's a lot of people that are a little psychotic out there when it comes to this, is I try to leave out my specific addresses and stuff like that, because I don't want people knowing where I live, all right? I don't want to put my family in danger in any way, shape, or form, right? But they're out there, guys. These political ragers are absolutely out there. So all the people who want to create a new YouTube channel out there, or people that have a ongoing YouTube channel, you've probably come across them too. These people are so enraged by their politics that they're unwilling to see anything else. All they see is black. When it comes to you, all they see is just black. It's just tunnel vision. They just want to come after you nonstop because you're the enemy to them. So be wary, guys. Those people are out there. So that is number 3. That's the political ragers. Okay, political ragers. Now, the fourth type of troll I want to talk about is the tactitool troll. All right, the tactitool troll. And these by far are probably the funniest interactions that you actually have, because you just see how blind they are when it comes to anything like that. So the tactitool trolls, all right, they spend most of their days watching the YouTube videos of like the tactitool shooters or tactitool school or tactical schools and stuff like that. They specifically only carry a Glock 19. They have like 6 different versions of the Glock 19 and all stock Glock 19s. Nothing like that. And the reasons they say that is because you need to have multiple in order to, to survive in the real world. They also talk about the importance of carrying multiple guns on a daily basis. They also talked about how you have to have just unlimited amount of ammo on your body in your everyday life, to a point where your cargo pockets are exploding out with all kinds of EDC and crap like that. And when you bring up anything that goes off of that whole Glock 19 tactical kind of mindset and the way how you dress and the tactical way that you dress and stuff like that, they lose it and they go off on you. And in the same rants that that the YouTube channels, because you've watched those YouTube channels too, that you see those YouTube channels ranting about, they actually literally won't refer to it, but they actually almost do word for word for their favorite YouTube tactical channel. And you can pretty much tell who they are. But you do anything other than a Glock, and you do anything about shooting for speed or a leather holster or anything like that, and man, they lose their mind and they go after you 100% of the time, because they just don't agree with you, because they've never had any realistic training. A lot of these people are the same type of people that have really poor marksmanship. So what they do to compensate for poor marksmanship is they go out to Gucci up their Glocks, and get all kinds of red dots and all these other fancy things just to make it shoot better. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, guys, your marksmanship still sucks, because marksmanship is marksmanship, and you can't change that compared to modern day tactics, right? So those are the other ones out there. Those are the tactitool, all right, the tactitool trolls. Now, this is another, God, these ones just piss me off. So this is the 5th type of troll that you'll come across. So these are basically the jackasses. That's the only way. There's no good name for them. These guys are freaking jackasses. That's all they are. So basically, they just don't like you. For some reason, I don't know what it is, they just do not like you. They hate your content, yet they keep coming back to your videos, and they start, you know, comment onto it to help my algorithm and push my algorithm, and they give you the views, and then, you know, which also helps push the algorithm, just to talk trash to you. Just to talk trash to you. And there's no telling why. No matter what you say, they're gonna trash talk you. If they say one thing one week, the next week they'll say something completely different that contradicts the one that they did last week. The only reason they're doing it is, I don't know why, but for some reason they just hate me. I don't know why they hate me. Maybe they were a pogue and didn't like my Gruntberg pogue video. Maybe they're the Tactitools. I don't know. But for some reason, for all the people that want to create a gun channel out there, you are going to come across these jackasses, and they just, I don't know what it is about them. They just don't like you, and they say the worst things to you. Not quite as bad as the political ragers, but they are just, everything you say, they contradict it, and they constantly call you out for everything, all right? And it just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. So I don't know, just be wary out there. There's guys that for some reason, they're just going to talk trash on your channel just because. Now, the last type of troll that I want to talk about is what I like to call the critiquer, okay? The critiquer. So the critiquer, I kind of saved this one for last because they fit into just about every single other category. They're in the old guy category, they're in the tactical category, they pretty much, you can find them in all of those categories. So basically what the critiquer is, it is someone that whether they don't like you, or they don't like the gun choice you use, they don't agree with your tactics or something, or they don't like the sound in your video, or they don't like your intro. That's another big one. They hate the intro, which I don't care. I like my intro. They hate your intro. So what they specifically do in the comments is they're commenting, they're talking trash about something, and then they specifically quote that one time in that video when you said something else. Another time is you can actually find them quoting stuff from a couple years ago, from a video you posted a couple years ago at a specific time frame or something like that, and they'll post that in a modern day video. And what they're basically doing, what it tells me, is that they spend a lot of time watching my videos, and which, you know, in the end of the day, kind of helps push my videos a little bit more, especially since they're commenting the same hateful messages on every single one of my videos. So it just kind of keeps pushing my videos farther compared to, you know, for the algorithm and stuff like that, besides the point. But basically, they will specifically quote videos or specific time frames of different videos that you did a couple years ago. Some videos I'm like, oh yeah, I did do that video a long time ago. And then I look at the video, I'm like, yeah, I guess they kind of got what they're saying, but I guess they didn't really pay attention because I said it a different way. But they specifically quote those specific parts of the video just to talk trash about it. These are the same people that hate you for whatever it is, and they constantly complain about your intro, which is like 20 seconds, you know, like 15 seconds long, give or take. They constantly complain about your intro, or they constantly complain about one specific time frame of your actual video, and after a while, it's like, it's just annoying. You're like, really? You know, you're just starting to annoy the heck out of me now. So why are you, you know, then again, you look at it and you're like, well, at the same time, they're helping push my other videos. But anyway, so those are the 6 type of, you know, trolls that you're going to come across when you're doing a gun channel. Now, and it sucks, and some of it is disheartening when they come across it. But if those people want to create a YouTube channel, especially a GunTube channel, you just got to keep pushing on, keep doing it. What I do is if the comments get too rude and too obnoxious, I just delete them, and then I'll block that person so they can't see my channel. Some of them, they aren't quite nasty, but they do they just talk trash, so I mute them. I'll do that too. But just keep in mind, guys, if you're creating a YouTube channel, you are going to come across these guys, especially GunTube channel. You're going to cross these guys. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me. And remember, guys, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.